Hi there, I'm Kevin O'Connor, host of This Old House, and I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite moments from our current season at the Jacksonville Home and Patio Show. So be sure to come on down to the Prime Osborne Center on Friday and Saturday, September 29th and 30th. We'll be talking about the current season, and be sure to bring your questions. You don't want to miss it.
And ta-da, we're here. Look who's here. Poof, like magic. I'm telling you, PR maven Liz Morgan can make anything happen. One day it's on video, and now poof, he's right here in front of us.
Kevin, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Very nice to be here.
Very nice to see you. Thank you.
I'm super excited that you're here. Jared, the floor director, came over to me. He was like, "You're about to nerd out today, aren't you?" I said, "Yes, I am."
And so let's talk a little bit about of This Old House and why has it, decades. And even though we've had all of these new types of show, everything you can imagine has been on renovating this or that, this still has got that core fan base, but continues to bring in new eyeballs. What do you think it is, the magic of this show?
I personally am amazed that it's still going. But we're in our 39th year, which is remarkable. 1979 was the first show. The thing that sets us apart is probably also the thing that keeps people coming back. And for us, it's real guys who are in the trades every day doing what they do, and they happen to make a television show as well. Sort of nowadays it's kind of flipped. It's like people who are in TV start to do a little bit. These guys, when they're not on the job site, are actually out there running their plumbing and contracting firms or running their landscaping firms. And so that authenticity has given us, we were the first, so that helps, but I think it's that authenticity that has given us that credibility with the audience, and they kind of look to us as a trusted source. And when you're trying to get your house fixed up, you want a trusted source.
Now, did you feel the pressure taking over?
I didn't actually.
You didn't?
I didn't, only because for two reasons. First of all, I'm the host, right? And so I get to ask the questions. I'm the professional knucklehead that asks the pros, like, what's going on.
I think that's what they call me around here.
Yeah, that's us, yeah.
There's a job for all of us. But I grew up as such a huge fan of the show that I was thrilled to do it. But the four guys who I work with, Norm, Tom, Roger, and Richard, they could not have been more gracious. And they literally just on the day one said, "Okay, kid, welcome." And I just sort of hung out with them on the job site. And for me, hanging on the job site, which I did with my dad and my brothers as a kid, was a ton of fun. To do it with them, it was like the lottery. And I was like, all right, if I just have to go to the job site and hang out with you guys for work, I'll do it all day long.
So when these guys who are the authentic, the real deal, and then they see some of these, like, it almost looks like it's done in a day kind of thing, and they know the reality of what a renovation takes. I'm going to ask you some insight. It's not on the script, but what is their reaction when they see some of those shows? And then once one becomes popular, then it's like, oh, now we have the Atlanta version and the Vegas version. What are their thoughts about that? Do they feel like concerned that maybe that's leading audiences astray, that they're not asking the real hard questions or really knowing what they're getting into before they start a project like this?
It does not perplex us that much, to be honest with you. They know that the audience is smart enough to know what's entertainment and what's sort of reality, and so we've never sort of crossed that line. We're not really even in the same space. We're a television show about houses that happens to have contractors, and a lot of those are television shows about drama and entertainment that sort of use the house as a background. And it's two different people, and they watch it for two different reasons. And so it doesn't really get our guys agitated at all. They're just contractors. They literally are out there trying to solve those problems. And there's even an argument to be made that all of the other shows that have come since have really raised people's interest in the home space. It's really made people think more about their houses and wanting to be homeowners and fixing things up. We love the idea of people doing it themselves.
Literally, both of Charlene and I are both having roof problems. So you said your availability is like 10 to 2 today.
If you have a roof problem, it means you have a house. The two go hand in hand.
And you have an older home that you renovated, and we built a new home, so we both have our own experiences, but clearly something similar going on right now.
No, as soon as Kevin walked in the door, I was like, so get this, my house is over 100 years old. What can you tell me?
And do you get that when you walk around, like people are constantly trying to pick your brain about getting advice from you?
No, you should have seen Kevin's face when I asked him a question. He just goes,
not another one.
No, we love it. That's sort of the business we're in. But people say, oh, what's it like when you're on television? I was like, do they mob you? And I was like, yeah, they come up to me with wet basement questions.
Right.
That's my fan base. What do I do about my wet basement or my leaky roof? And so we work with guys who know the answers, who help people do it right, get them the good information. And so we say bring the questions on. And that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'll be talking about the season, but I'll mostly be answering people's questions.
So tell us a little bit more about that. The Home and Patio show, you'll be set up, having everybody can come out.
So I'll be there today, 6 p.m. presenting, and then Saturday at 11 a.m., 2 p.m. It'll also be going on Sunday. There'll be other people talking. And for us, it's a new season. We premiere October 5th on PBS. We got 2 great projects, one in the Boston area, one down in Charleston, South Carolina. So we get to go show a beautiful southern type of home. But most importantly, throughout the entire season, we're talking about Generation Next. And the story there is simple. Not enough young people are going into the skilled trades. There's a huge gap, almost 5 million existing jobs that aren't filled. So we're calling attention to that. We've partnered with Mike Rowe Works Foundation, Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs.
Great.
Raising money for it, and we're bringing apprentices from around the country to work on our job sites with our guys, and we're going to put them on our show and make them the stars of the season.
I'm giving you my contact info before.
It's a great opportunity because you get to do something different every day.
Yeah.
You get to work on homes, and when you renovate an old home, they all have stories, and that's my favorite part of that. Each home has a character and personality. I would think it's a great opportunity for you to educate young people about getting into this trade.
College is great, but it may not necessarily be for everybody.
Right.
And I think for too long we've either stigmatized the trades or we've not let our kids think about it. If you want a good paying job, if you want the satisfaction of working with your hands, if you want to go home every day and look back and see tangibly what you've done, and if you're thinking about being a business owner, being in the trades is one of the fastest ways to being your own boss, being a business owner. So we're just trying to elevate that conversation and let a lot of people know that there are really good jobs that exist that are out there right now, and young kids should think about going into the trades.
Well, thank you. And the tools are so cool now.
I know. I'm so excited you're here. I'm so excited you're in Jacksonville. It's going to be a fun weekend, so we appreciate you coming on the show.
Pleasure to be here.
So
Thank
much.
you for having me.
All right, the show is going on now and runs through Sunday. It's at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. You can visit JacksonvilleFallHomeshow.com for more information.
And